I count 100 of you scumbags, give or take, and I'll fight all of you. You hear me? Baroque works.
How did he know?
Butterfly in the
Soloing, when you beat the goofy out of people by yourself. Now, when you beat the goofy out of people by yourself, that might be one of the coldest things you could ever do. That's multiple people trying to end your life for good, and you beat them. Woo! Only very, very tough Homo sapiens can solo people, and that's why everyone rocks with Goku, because he's a very, very tough Homo sapien who can solo verses. Like the Naruto verse, not gonna lie, say goodbye. The My Hero verse, not gonna lie, say goodbye. Even the One Piece verse, no! Not gonna lie, say goodbye. All those verses and more Goku solos, which is partially why he's the father of all shonen. He's everyone's dad in age, and he's everyone's dad in hate. He's not my dad though, I'd boom that old man. Now in anime, there are many instances of one person beating mad people, and every time I watch them, I just start levitating, bruh. Each and every one is truly a masterclass performance of goatnisticism being displayed for real, and that's why this video is about the greatness of soloing in anime. Now the first world-class exemplar of soloing in anime we're gonna talk about is Garou versus 8 heroes. Now first off, we gotta talk about why Garou was being jumped by 8 dudes. Garou is what you call a hero hunter, which means he hunts heroes. Every hero in that show is his op, so when he sees his op, he acts accordingly. Like when he saw Tank Top Master, a top 15 hero in that show, he acted accordingly. When he saw Moomin Rider, he acted accordingly. No! Why bro have to do my god Moomin Rider like that? Oh! When he saw Saitama, he acted accordingly. It didn't work, but he acted accordingly. If you ever decided it was a good idea to put a cape on around him, he'd act accordingly. Basically, he just hates heroes. Every day when he wakes up in the morning, his hatred for heroes wakes him up. And not gonna lie, I respect the hatred for real. Sometimes you just gotta hate. This hating shit gets serious. Be ready to die behind it. And so that's why 8 heroes tracked him down to try and boom him. They pulled up on Garou in a warehouse and shit. And not gonna lie, the execution of their whole raid was tough, and low-key would have worked if it wasn't Garou. Now immediately they started trying to violate, bro. They weren't trying to give Garou no time to think. He was thinking though, but they weren't trying to give him time to think for real. One hero would attack, then another hero would attack, then another hero would attack at a different angle up in the sky. Like, not gonna lie, it was tough. They were so in sync, they were looking like the prime Golden State Warriors. Now, also like the Golden State Warriors, they fell off. What they were doing was working for like 1/4 of the fight. The other 3/4, shit. Garou started cooking them. One by one, he was cooking every single hero that was just trying to jump him. Bro was out there looking just like Thanos. He was out there looking like LeBron. The unrivaled and unprecedented nature in which he graciously incapacitated his opponents was truly remarkable. Honestly, just a sight to see. Indeed. And then Garou got to the last hero, the hero who orchestrated the whole raid, and guess what he did? He one-tapped him. Oh! He one-tapped him, called him a goofy, and then that was it. And just like that, Garou soloed 8 heroes. What's crazy is that whole time Garou was injured. He had bandages all over his body. He was in sheets condition, but bro still did all that. That's tough. Still couldn't be Watchdog Man though. Garou may be tough, but Watchdog Man is my One Punch Man GOAT. Everybody in the world right now should respect Watchdog Man. Anyway though, the next masterclass example of soloing in anime I'm gonna talk about is Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance. Now Madara is a man who died. But before he died, Madara was always very good at throwing hands. Matter of fact, up until his death, Madara was the second best hand thrower in that show. So after bro died, years later, bro got revived to fight in the 4th Great Ninja War because he was so tough at throwing hands. Well, that and like 3 other reasons, but I'm not gonna explain all that. Just know for that war, he was revived and he was locked in. Madara showed up to the war looking all tough and shit. Every ninja in that war was mad flabbergasted too. They were like, oh, is that Madara looking at me? Madara fell down from where he was at, and the second he touched the ground, I felt bad for everyone that was there. This is kind of glazing, but I promise it's not glazing. When you see Madara, you don't see a man, you see a nuke. So really, it's a nuke walking through all those ninjas. Bro was smacking and punching and kicking every ninja there like they were nothing. As a ninja on this battlefield, watching this happen, knowing you're about to be next, how does one feel? How do you feel knowing a ninja who's not even supposed to be alive is smacking every single one of your friends, smacking every single one of your ops, and you can't do nothing about it. That's tough. And Madara Uchiha did more than just solo some random ninja. He soloed the 5 Kage too with no effort at all. Now, to solo the 5 Kage with no effort, you gotta either be Goku himself in the flesh, Year 5 Luffy, or me. That's it. So the fact that Madara was somehow able to do it too is crazy. But Madara didn't just solo the 5 Kage too. He did it with so much swagger, with so much goatness-ticity-ism, it was wild. And bro did it with such disrespect too. Bro was like, damn, y'all are ass. You ass. You ass. You ass. You kinda bad, what's up? And you ass. None of y'all are good at fighting, I'm not gonna lie. This is not for y'all. And y'all are Kage too. I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed. Like you right there, Slay, I'm disappointed. But hey man, that's tough. And he continued to beat the brakes off them. Bro got even more disrespectful too. He made shadow clones and had each Kage fight the shadow clones because he was too good to fight them. Woo! Personally, I would never let a dead man do me like that, but hey, I guess Madara is just constructed differently. Do you want to know who else is constructed differently? Zoro. Roronoa Zoro. Woo! Zoro is just built differently. You know this, I know this, we all know this. He's just tough. And bro showed this very well in Whiskey Peak. Now before I get into Zoro's soloing moment, why does Whiskey Peak look like this? It's all round and shit. Not gonna lie, those cactuses are ugly anyway though. Whiskey Peak is an island full of bounty hunters. So essentially they kill people. Real people. When pirates pull up to their island, they rob them, all that, and Zoro is a pirate. So when him and his crew pulled up to the city, they tried to rob and kill his whole crew. Now, you see, the problem with that whole thing is that you don't rob Zoro. Zoro does not get robbed. And the bounty hunters quickly found that out. After they got the Straw Hat Pirates drunk, oh yeah, they got them drunk by the way. After they got them drunk, they were like, oh yeah, it's time. But what they didn't know was that Zoro was not drunk. In fact, he was still up and awake, looking all cool. Bro was like, hey yo, the fuck y'all think y'all doing? You see, I know y'all are bounty hunters, and you want to know what else? I see y'all are a bitch. You right there, George Washington, bitch. So, it's about 100 of y'all. That's smooth. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'ma smack all of y'all. And guess what? That's exactly what he did to all 100 of them. Bro disappeared, reappeared, smacked them. Woo! He was just outplaying and outmaneuvering 100 bounty hunters. He was kinda like John Wick, but with swords. However, Zoro did get too carried away with the soloing and got a little racist. But it's okay. No, it's not. And then bro just continued to smack everyone else. Like George Washington, he smacked him and that was it. Watching Zoro put in work at Whiskey Peak was a top 10 Zoro moment in all of One Piece, I'm not gonna lie. Truly a gentleman act, an example of soloing in anime. Now the next masterclass act of soloing in anime is also from One Piece, but from a different person. And that person is Kaido, and that's it, no last name having an. Now Kaido on that rooftop in Onigashima was a different type of guy. Big Mom was there too, but you know what I'm saying, we don't really care about Big Mom. Now first off, Kaido was fighting 9 samurai at once. All 9 samurai had beef with Kaido because Kaido's mans, even though Kaido's not really their mans. Kaido got their master Odin killed, not gonna lie, damn, Odin was tough. So then after 20 years, they all jumped Kaido. They really spun back for their master, looking all admirable, and Kaido beat the brakes off them. Kaido soloed them, not gonna lie, it was bad, and not just them either. Part of the worst generation too. Now I'm not gonna say he fully soloed them because Big Mom was there. Yes, we don't care about Big Mom, but you know what I'm saying, Big Mom was still Leonko. And it's not like Kaido won, he lost at the end of the day, but how he was fighting all the worst generation while keeping an island up was crazy. Like Zoro got smacked, Law got smacked, Luffy got smacked 5 different times, Hidden Killer, I don't even know. But what I do know was that Kaido was doing all of that in the span of like an hour, I think. Bro was just cooking too bad. He just so happened to fight the greatest character of all time and the main character, so you know what I'm saying, eventually he lost. But Kaido was way stronger than everyone on that rooftop besides Year 5 Luffy, so I'm counting them in this video, I don't care. The last and the most pure and auspicious example of soloing in anime comes from Bleach, and the Homo sapien who did the soloing was Sosuke Aizen. Woo-wee! Now Aizen's soloing is very similar to Madara's soloing. They both soloed some of the strongest people in their shows, but Aizen's is better though because Aizen has that little hair dangly thing on his forehead. Madara does not. Aizen cannot be touched ever.
Shaboing boing. man. Get the dick out your mouth.
Now in Bleach, they got Soul Reapers. The two strongest Soul Reapers are the captains and the lieutenants. Now what if I told you that Aizen soloed 10 plus people who are captain and lieutenant level? They were all trying to attack him and nothing was working. And not gonna lie, it's crazy because they were all using their best moves, trying so hard. There was passion in their eyes, you could see it. And it's crazy because like even with all that passion, I don't think bro got touched even once that whole time. Like when Shinji pulled up, now Shinji, we all rock with Shinji. Why do we rock with Shinji? Do your homework on why every Bleach fan rocks with Shinji at all times. Some characters, all it takes is their presence and you could rock with them. Plus bro floats upside down looking all cool and shit. And it's very easy to rock with the character who poses all cool and shit. So yeah. Now just for a little bit when he was fighting Aizen, I thought he had him. I thought Shinji was cooking. Bro's Bankai is the inverted world technique, so up is down, left is right, right is left. Woo! He was talking all confidently before the fight too. I'm like, hey bro, shit, lock in. Aizen beat the brakes off him too. No! Aizen wasn't just Aizen that day, he was Mr. Aizen. Professor Aizen looking at it. This right here is Old Man Yamamoto. Now Old Man Yamamoto is bald and he's also the head captain of all the Soul Reapers in that show, which basically means he's the strongest. Strong and alright, I'm done. After Aizen was done with all the captains and lieutenants, he beat the brakes off Yamamoto too. That's tough. It's crazy how Yamamoto is supposed to be the strongest Soul Reaper, but I've never seen him catch a W on screen. That's tragic. Effing attached on my bro and he gon' blast it.
Shut the fuck up, I mean, please don't talk.
And after all that, Sosuke Aizen performed the greatest act of soloing in anime. If you want to learn how to solo people in real life, peep game and lock it. Now, before I start, this all has to be done on Tuesday. It can't be no other day but a Tuesday. Also, this Tuesday has to be done in the summertime. So right now, you she's wait till next year. But when next year's summer comes around, basically what you gotta do is wake up, go outside wherever you live on Tuesday, and she's, I'm not telling you, I'm gatekeeping this. But that is the video. Follow me on Twitter, I'm almost at 1K. Follow me on Instagram because why not? Join my Discord also because why not? Drink some lemonade as well because why not? And subscribe in that me because why not? I went to the party and was getting sturdy. I got a Ferrari and was going 30. I got a Ferrari and was going 90. 2 to 3K, I'm like Jordan like Nike. Sitting courtside of the game like I'm Spike Lee. Open a 2K, hop on the my team.